Welcome back for some more Sonic 06. Look at that laser go! So, bad news is I finished this level and the final boss that's right after it, and then my capturing software crashed while it was exporting the file. So, I have to redo it all. Lucky me. But on the bright side, I know what this level's like now, so I mean, it shouldn't be as bad. Honestly, this level wasn't that bad in the long run. I got like a B rank on it. And the final boss, I got an S rank my first try. So, let's hope it goes as well as the first time. There are just way too many fake rings around here. I cannot tell what's going on. Alright. So that maybe took care of everything. Things have a million health. Alright, we took care of all those enemies. There are some definitely questionable platforming areas, though. And Tails' section ends up being stupid in the long run. I can tell you that much. But we're getting a million one-ups. I don't think these carry over to all the other stories, so that's going to be unfortunate. Because I don't think I'll die on the boss. It's not that hard of a final boss. Honestly, it is, aside from the first phase, it's not that bad. So you know what, that's fine. Okay. We do have to do a little bit of flying though. And Sonic's just glitching everywhere. I don't know what his deal is. Oh, by the way, you have to kill all those enemies that I just flew over. I just got really lucky and killed them. Oh god, the game's going so slow. That gave me a lot of trouble last time, those enemies, because you did have to kill all those ones that I bombed while we were flying. And I was just trying to get past everything because I did not want to fight for the life of me. You know, rightfully so. The fact that I have to throw so many ring bombs is slowing down the game even more. I think I killed everything. Okay. So yeah, we pressed one switch and it takes us back to the room we were already in. Nice. Sadly, it also activates robots, and then that closes the door, so you have to kill all the robots to open the actual door. What? Did this thing just kill them all? Let me see if this thing does it. Oh. I don't know how I was supposed to know that, but that makes my life way easier. That's not the door. Which one's the door? Is it this one? Yeah. There's still a dolphin over there. Okay, so we got this section where we have to homing attack metal balls. And then there's just a sudden loading zone. Forgot about that. I also don't actually remember. I don't think there's a Mach speed section in this level. I did not want to lose all my rings. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't not center me. I don't care. I really don't care. I can kill all these enemies without taking damage. It's fine. Because I don't remember the latter portion of this stage. Oh, right. These things. We have to do some very simple platforming. Like, very, very simple. Like, this is really easy platforming. And the top of those wires gets cut off, and you can see the shadows occasionally, which is dumb. And then we get a bunch of announcers telling Sonic that he's an intruder and that he should get out. So these lasers just seem to do whatever they damn well please. Oh right, so they try to block me out with glass every time, and honestly, it just slightly impedes my progress by like half a second, and it is really annoying because the game cannot handle it. It's just slowly chugging along. And then we have the same room from earlier. But now I know that apparently these pillars don't actually work in this room. Alright, well, whatever. Please, pillar, I beg of you. Alright, that did nothing. Can I just run into it? Nice! Okay, awesome. So we don't have to fight it. What? And then I forgot we're suddenly Knuckles, and he's very far ahead of where we actually were. But if you look at the clock, we started this one at about 8:45, you'd say, on the timer. Just look at the stop time when we finish it, because it's really good. I don't care about any of this. Let's be honest. I'm just gonna hit the door. Ah, yeah, okay. That took 20 seconds. That was necessary. That was entirely necessary. We needed it. This is another repeat room, by the way. It's not obvious enough. Yeah, no. Knuckles' room is literally just a room. I think the goal ring is coming up in a couple seconds here. I'm gonna try to finish with as many rings as possible because we might get an S rank this time. I feel like I did better. I got a B rank last time. The game was very generous. But it's really not generous with all these enemies and like frame drops. Well, it's very generous with the frame drops, with the amount of frames that it wants to drop. Sonic, you say that every time. We couldn't even just make like a little jingle sound effect. They have to have Sonic say the same quote every time you finish a room. I do get points for that, I think. Or not, whatever. I'm just gonna run through these guys and do this. I was gonna try to go as fast as I could through these glass plates because they are just really annoying. There's also enemies in between every single glass plate. Ooh, this camera. This is backwards, I think. There's enemies between every glass plate, so that just slows you down even further. But like, you can just run past all of them, so it doesn't even really matter. And then we just topple those boxes. It's real nice. Okay, so this should be the end of the stage, I think. Alright, we're done. Now all we have left is the final boss. And that shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I actually get a really good score on this level. Or another B, whatever. Works for me. Yeah, that stage, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad compared to most of the levels. Especially compared to Crisis City. I mean, the Tails and Knuckles sections were completely unnecessary. And I mean, the game still drops frames like crazy. But like, the level design's not that bad for the level. So, the purpose of playing this level and going back in time was to stop the launch of the egg carrier, but we didn't do that. We just hopped on board instead. Also, Eggman's got a sick-ass Moses launching pad, and he parts of the seas every time he launches the egg carrier now.
Why is this happening? No! Playtime's over.
Sonic.
Dramatic close-up.
This ship is about to crash. Too bad, Eggman.
I don't know if I mentioned this in the part that I actually kept or not, but that font he has for the word danger is just radical as all hell. Okay, so we were just in the ship and it was crashing, but you know what? 3 seconds later, let's see where we are.
You keep getting in my way, you pesky little hedgehog. Very well.
We're outside now.
I'll take you
It's
out
okay.
myself. Right back at you.
Alright, so the first phase of this boss, like I said earlier, is a little bit dumb. it's not that it's hard. It's just that there's a certain part of it that doesn't control very well. So he starts off by just launching lasers that are really easy to dodge. And then he charges at you, and you have to kind of treat this like egg Cerberus. And we have to ram into these falling pieces of junk. However, like, no matter what I press, the robot actually like fights against you, and it makes it really hard to run into the stuff. Fortunately, this is only the first phase, and we only have to do that 3 times. And then he starts blowing up the platform we're on, but to start off with, it's like these little walkways. I think there's only 2 of them, and like it doesn't even really matter that much because it's not like I'm going over there anyways. This is probably one of the easiest Sonic bosses. This is probably the easiest final Sonic boss I've ever played. But again, I don't think it's that bad. You know, it's arguably the best boss in the entire game so far. Like, it's not committing any atrocities like the Silver boss fight, or like Egg Cerberus with the really bad hitboxes, or I can't remember any other boss. Egg Genesis wasn't that bad either. Egg Genesis wasn't that good because they kept spamming rockets at you, but like that boss fight wasn't that bad either. It's like one of the things I think they actually did okay in this game with is, I mean, only 2 of the boss fights, but oh yeah, Iblis was a really bad boss fight too. I forgot about that one. At this point, he starts shooting like bombs at you, but they're really hard to see. And I didn't notice them until I actually got hit with them, and I completely forgot about it this time too. But you know, for the most part, this first phase is just rinse and repeat. And like, even though it fights your control quite a bit, it's not that hard. Well, actually, it's feeling pretty bad right now. But like those first 2 times, I didn't struggle all that much with ramming it into this junk. It seems like it puts in a random input like every couple seconds. Oh, I screwed it up though. Oh, right, he just shoots the bombs. Yeah, those things are really hard to see. Like, the camera doesn't focus on them, and he doesn't really do anything that makes a sound effect that at least I can hear, because I have my volume really far down, so it doesn't have feedback. Yeah. But like I said, this junk controlling. See, like that just immediately ran into it. At this point of the boss fight, it becomes way easier. It's really just, do you have rings? Because most of these are pretty easy to dodge, and if you do get hit by it, you can just pick up a ring. I think, yeah, see, there's the bombs. You have to be focused on them, and it can be kind of hard to do that with the camera stick. Oh, oof! I almost did something really dumb and ran off the edge. Okay, so at this point, he starts changing things up, and he puts these little guns out, and you just have to homing attack one of them, and you can get to the egg pod. So it's not that bad. It's almost like the Egg Viper, whatever the final boss of Sonic Adventure 1 was. So he's going to destroy everything but this center platform eventually. And that does make it almost impossible to dodge the bombs. So it is not a bad idea to pick up some extra rings off the outside here before he blows these up. Just so you have them for later. This attack is really easy to dodge, because he telegraphs it for the longest time. Okay. So this attack, you can kind of get to him before he even really does anything, too. So, I don't know, it makes it pretty easy. This attack is basically useless in killing me, because, I mean, it seems like it actually targets 2 random ones. So I don't think I ended up with this layout last time. It's basically, like, the attack itself is pretty useless considering... I hate those knock back your rings. Attack is pretty useless considering, like, what attack was I even talking about? Wow, that actually hit me. I don't even remember what attack I was talking about. Oh well. Oh, the falling one. Like, it doesn't even matter because it goes so slow that I can just walk into the center platform and it's fine. Like, he should shoot this one next to me, and then this other one. Yeah. I guess it is randomized. That's interesting, I suppose. I mean, if it was actually a dangerous attack, that would be sort of interesting. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with the, all you have to do is have rings, because he's going to shoot the bombs out again. Or maybe not. No, he's not. He's going to try charging at us, and we just have to hit him one last time and we're done. And that's the boss fight. Honestly, not that bad. I have not died on that fight yet, so get ready for something beautiful. The animation is so ridiculous, but Eggman just died. He's dead now. We just killed a man. I mean, I don't think he actually died, but that he just fell through the stratosphere. Like that's serious shit. Yeah, like I said, S rank, so good. No, that animation is hilarious to me. Oh boy, for playing through this twice, I got more rings so we can buy stuff for the other characters. Great.
Sonic! Aren't you worried? If you have time to worry, then none, right?
Oh, by the way, we got back on the ship somehow. Whatever. Alright, well that's the end of Sonic 06. Thank you for watching. Everybody died. They're all dead now. Oh, never mind. You know, aside from the 3rd-degree burn, she seems pretty fine. Almost getting incinerated is hilarious.
Nice smile.
I forgot about that too. That's like the cheesiest line. So far, at least. And you know, surprisingly, one of the other things that they actually did right is that you can skip the credits. So yeah, that's good. I'll probably show them after we do the final story, because after you beat these 3, there's one more short one. But that was Sonic's story. We did it. We finished it. So in the next part, we are going to be moving to Shadow's story then, because he's the next in line. So join me next time when we become edgy.